Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play The Wolf Among Us. Ja, im letzten Part haben wir den Crooked Man geholt und Bloody Mary getötet. Ja, und jetzt sind wir hier in der Witching Well Chamber. Im Woodland Building. Oh Gott, das ist mir gerade peinlich. Am frühen Morgen. Und, ich glaube, es war Beast. Ich bin mir nicht sicher. Irgendjemand hat gesagt, I know, we have to do some. Und da fängt es an. Something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
Da ist er schon. Bitteschön.
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Tja.
God.
Motherfucker.
Oh je, die sind alle ziemlich sauer auf ihn, wie es scheint.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some
I'm
trouble.
fine.
At the Crooked Man's place.
Ich bin okay.
I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
Hä? Was willst du mir jetzt
I'm
sagen?
just glad you made it back in one piece.
Dankeschön.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Oh, jetzt
Yes.
Moment.
What are you waiting
What do you
for?
have to say for yourself?
Oh, hallo.
You killed Lily.
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you
And
get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just
Well.
You're a fucking
Sir,
crook.
this. You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone? Can I have
Dankeschön.
your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
so
bitte.
you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Was soll ich nehmen? Was soll ich nehmen? Was soll ich nehmen? Oh Gott.
Georgie was a victim of this psycho too. He was pushed into the whole thing and
So.
now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead.
Ja.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
to-
change anything.
Genau.
We'll
Das,
deal
das.
with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
and
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other
Let her
charges?
finish.
Let her
Finish.
finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you
Bam.
insist.
Snow ist voll hier. Big Boss und so.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding
A
and providing
misunderstanding,
monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
so.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
Genau.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Genau, der hat den entführt. So.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade.
The rest is
You know
enough.
you're
Let,
involved.
let him speak.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead. We all know he's guilty. What the fuck
Ah,
does he need to speak
bitte.
for?
Ja, lasst ihn doch einfach
The
reden.
Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I
Genau.
won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice.
Oh, Mann, Leute, ihr
If
seid
we're
nicht
ever going
besser.
to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Genau. Und da draußen gibt mir mir auch recht hier.
This
Ja.
is ridiculous.
Ja, aber es ist halt so, ne? Er hat das Recht, sich zu verteidigen, das
You
ändert
have the
trotzdem
floor.
nichts an seiner Schuld.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met
Sag mal so.
Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was.
Ja,
He was a
schön.
total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Ah ja.
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was
kommt er
working
mit
for me,
der-
yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit. Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Ach ja,
I would
natürlich.
never authorize such an act.
Any of you
Natürlich.
actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Ah,
Yeah,
ich
your
wurde
goons
attackiert.
attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
Ja, absolut.
They do it because
Natürlich.
they want to protect me. as I've
Natürlich.
protected them. You
Natürlich.
understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man just to save someone.
Die wollten
Yeah,
dich nicht
right. They don't
beschützen.
do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Ja.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help.
Ach so.
I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're
Nein, nicht
not
wirklich.
serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right,
Absolut.
and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Genau.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
Bist du
When
auch.
your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Naja.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really?
Ja.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what
Ach
did
ja.
they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
Oh
you
je,
were gonna
Mini.
burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man. We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe
Das siehst du aber
me,
gut
I
ein.
truly want what's best for this town.
Ja, natürlich.
And I will
sorry.
always be here right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Ja, das stimmt allerdings.
And
Das,
so does the sheriff.
er hat sich so
Yeah,
bemüht.
right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life.
Und hat,
You would go to him for help. And he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
ja, das
He
stimmt
took
allerdings.
Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Und du bist dafür verantwortlich, Cricket Man. Du bist dafür verantwortlich.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him. Even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Sogar Anti-Greenleaf. Sehr schön. Perfekt. Alle sind auf unserer Seite. Tja. So viel zu Kriegsführung. Diplomatische Kriegsführung.
The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now,
Ja,
I'm
Vivian
no
hat's gehört,
barrister,
aber
but I think such a statement would carry more weight if
Vivian
Bigby
ist
weren't
auch
the
tot.
only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
Ach so, jetzt wollen wir...
Snow?
And
What
what about
about you
your
in history?
history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
No
maybe,
evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Was wollen die
Of
jetzt?
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody?
Das
He
war
was
nicht
beaten
ich.
to mashed apples while under
Das
your
war aber
watch.
nicht, das war aber nicht...
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let
Das war
that
Bluebeard.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Eben.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It
Genau.
was for his own protection.
Natürlich. Own
Oh,
protection.
you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead.
Doch, hast du.
It
Ganz einfach.
simply never happened.
Ach so,
Georgie
natürlich
killed
nicht.
Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends.
Ach
They
ja.
refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
Ja, oh
This
please.
isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes.
Hä,
See,
was
this
ist
is
jetzt los?
exactly to what I'm speaking. We
Ich weiß
latched
grad
our
gar nicht mehr,
ropes
was
to
los
this
ist.
diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Ja, und wer hat
Who
dieses
was
More
there
nie
while
wirklich
they
gebracht?
idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Tja,
Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
ach so, jetzt ist es natürlich wieder der Big Bad Wolf, der hier
Who will
versucht,
be-
alle...
Maybe Miss White.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you
Oh,
take a
Nerissa.
moment to catch your breath, little one?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
She
had-
has something to say, and
Yeah.
we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know what
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
Ja,
Did you kill
stimmt.
her? Did he?
No,
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian killte.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and
Oh my
Lily are
God.
dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so.
Oh God.
Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Tja, noch 5 weitere.
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough
Die
for me?
Arme.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No,
Naja.
that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
Nein,
What do
nein,
you
nein.
mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next.
Ja, jetzt
So
kommst du
quick
wieder
to
mit
latch
Beleidigen
onto
an, oder
whatever will
was?
keep your miserable lives afloat. This is
Das
how you
mag
want
ich
to
am
repay
liebsten.
all I've done for you.
What,
Oh,
you take
oh,
two
was done.
people's lives away and now you want mercy? You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Tja. Da war das deine Chance und jetzt...
Done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
So, was
We can
schlagst du denn
imprison
vor?
him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't give a
bloodshed?
shit.
So we get rid of him.
Oh, Leute. Ah.
Send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up!
So.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This
we...
is going nowhere.
Ach, halt doch
Someone
mal.
needs to make a decision.
Who?
Look, Snow should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor, so...
But she's not the deputy mayor yet.
Ja, aber sie wird sein,
What
meine
about Bigby?
Fresse.
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Okay,
That makes
okay,
sense to me.
jetzt hängt
I
alles
guess
wieder
it
an uns.
does.
Toll.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Okay, okay, was ich denke, was richtig ist. Ich denke nicht, dass es richtig ist, ihn zu töten.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what
Ich
you
denke,
think is
man
right.
sollte ihn einsperren.
everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Hallo? Was soll denn das jetzt? Ich schmeiß dich gleich runter, hallo? Ich ende meine Meinung nochmal. Und warum hängt es jetzt? Nein! Nein, nicht hängen! Ich schmeiß dich gleich runter.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Ja. Nochmal. Wir spannen ihn ein. Fabletown will
You
remember.
said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what
serious.
he's done, you're just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
Okay. Dann werden wir diesen Weg einschlagen.
Do it.
Nämlich einfach aus diesem Grund, weil, ja, wir wollen ja unsere Hände nicht ganz schmutzig machen mit seinem Blut, sonst sind wir nicht besser als er. Ganz einfach. Ach ja, Gott, das war ein Durcheinander. Ich kam zwischendurch kaum zum Reden. Entweder war ich total gefesselt oder ich kam nicht zu Wort. Ganz einfach. One day later, the Woodland Luxury Apartments. Okay. Oh, Bigby ist immer noch saumüde. Der muss endlich mal zum Schlafen kommen. Kann wahrscheinlich immer noch nicht zum Schlafen, wirklich. Und erstmal die Kippe. So. Hallöchen. Ach ja, ich kenne das, wenn man lange Zeit durcharbeitet und dann nie wirklich zum Schlafen kommt. Oh. Oh, der sieht ja hübsch aus.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
Ach,
He's got
Tja.
a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
ha,
Thanks,
ja,
Ridley.
das stimmt. Dankeschön.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff.
I don't know if you remember
I know
me.
who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count.
Ja,
Are
das
you gonna
glaube
come
ich.
see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay.
Ja, wir sind gleich da.
Great.
Flycatcher, natürlich kennen wir dich. Mensch.
This fucking line.
Ach, schon wieder. Hallo, Hans. So.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Ja, danke. Everything okay?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Oh Gott, die ist ziemlich in Stress.
We'll talk later, okay?
Okay. Oh
Good
Mann.
morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Oh Mann, immer dieser Bluebeard. Der ist, ich mag ihn einfach nicht. Er ist ziemlich arrogant, aber die Stimme ist geil, finde ich. Die Stimme ist richtig genial.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Oh, Colin, jetzt hör auf hier rumzurennen, hallo? Oh Mann, halt die Klappe, ja. Da unten ist der Truck zur Farm. Vielleicht solltest du mitgehen, Colin, hä? Vielleicht, ja. Vielleicht solltest du da mitgehen. Ich weiß nicht. Ach ja, der Crooked Man war es also. Und Georgie. Irgendwie dachte ich mir schon, dass es Georgie war. Der sie halt quasi hat. Aber das ist echt krass mit Vivian und so, also wow. Das ist wirklich richtig krass. Yellow Brick Roadhouse. Na. Das ist Woodland Building und da draußen ist jetzt... Wir sind jetzt einfach auf offener Straße. Geht das denn?
I'm going! Jesus!
Boah, ja, was ist denn los? Hallo?
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit!
Ja, ist ja... Hallo?
Forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Oh, ja.
Morning, Sheriff.
Guten Morgen,
Nice
Tom.
fucking day.
Don't be so dramatic.
Just go grab that, would you? It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it.
Ja. Ja, seid beleidigt. Eingeschnappte Leberwurst.
Sheriff Bigby!
Ja,
I have
TJ.
something.
Oh.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Ach Gott.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Natürlich.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Der ist ja
It's
hübsch.
a willow beetle. That's a
willow
big
beetle.
one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
Okay.
It's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
Oh.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
Ach Gott.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want
Yeah.
to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay?
Da ist ganz
Plenty
viel.
of space to run around.
Genau.
And a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Genau, du
Even
kannst
in
jederzeit.
daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice.
Genau, du kannst immer schwimmen, wann du willst.
Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, I'm some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So
Ja.
you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Tschüss.
Bye, TJ.
Wir werden uns wiedersehen.
Hey, Bigby.
Bestimmt.
Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? I don't know. He must have run off.
Ja.
Bullshit.
Ach so? Natürlich. Ich weiß nicht, wo er hin ist. Hat ein Bier im Maul und ist irgendwo hin verschwunden. Ich weiß nicht, wo er hin ist.
Saying
Also.
goodbye?
Ja. Oh, hallo Nerissa. Die ist ja hübsch. Jetzt ist er in normalen Klamotten, nicht mehr in diesen prostituierten Kleidern.
Hi.
Hi.
Süß.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget.
Das
I
glaube
know
ich.
it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Okay.
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if you...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own.
Okay, wir lassen dir deine Zeit. Wenn du deine Zeit brauchst, gut.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Okay, dann red mit mir. Was ist los?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Was?
I'm not sure where to start.
Am Anfang? Wie wär's mit dem?
Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good.
Okay.
But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together.
Was?
The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
Was?
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
Was hast du gemacht?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us.
Was?
I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Ja, die hat nur versucht, die zu beschützen.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Gib mir mal eine Zigarette.
Here.
Thank you.
Tja, das ist halt doch irgendwie eine nette Geste vom Wolf, ne? Ja, und jetzt? Was ist los?
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason.
Was?
And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Was?
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Naja, es war für...
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality.
Ja, das kann ich gut verstehen.
After.
Was?
That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do.
Was denn?
I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Du warst es?
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
Ah!
So that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
Oh mein Gott, das warst du.
So you started all this.
Das macht Sinn.
Pointed you in the right direction.
Wie immer, du hast uns immer in die richtige Richtung.
The crooked man was counting on that.
Oh.
When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith.
Ja, du hast das Richtige getan, auf jeden Fall.
Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore.
Genau, wir werden jetzt dafür sorgen, dass es sich ändert.
You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you.
Both of you?
You two make a good team.
Ja, okay.
The way you look out for each other and look out for us.
Ja, aber Snow braucht
doesn't
mich
really
nicht.
need me.
I'm sure that's not true.
Ach Gott, Selbstmitleid heute. Nein, aber...
After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would.
Ja, hat zugehört.
You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally, because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man.
Ich hoffe, ich habe wenigstens ein bisschen was richtig gemacht.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Das stimmt allerdings. Okay. Dankeschön, Nerissa, für die netten Worte, ne? Ich danke dir. Tschüss. Tschüss.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Was? Das hat doch... Aber...
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Also, wir gehen mal hinter ihr her. Ich weiß zwar nicht warum, aber...
I'll see you around. Wolf.
Wow, das war ein sehr verwirrendes Ende. Aber The Wolf Among Us ist damit vorbei. What did you do to Georgie? Wir haben ihn getötet, damit er nicht mehr leidet. Did you give the crooked man a trial? Ja, wir haben ihn Leben zurückgebracht. How did you punish the crooked man? Wir haben ihn wie 47,4% der anderen Spieler entschieden, ihn einzusperren. Ja, did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? Ja, haben wir. What were your last word to Nerissa? I hope I have done some good here. Ja, das war wirklich spannend. Wow, also... Oh, special stats. Beast, you lied to him. Was? About seeing beauty outside the apartment. Okay. Was? Ich kann das nicht lesen. Faith, you gave... ich kann das echt nicht lesen. Okay, was ist jetzt mit Colin? Okay, Georgie, you took money from Georgie's safe. Okay, super. Dem haben wir Geld geklaut. Aber ich kann das echt nicht lesen, das ist viel zu klein, viel zu verpixelt hier. Egal, wurscht. Boah, ist das gerade laut. Alter, mir fetzt die Ohren weg. Mann, aber es war ein sehr schönes Projekt auf jeden Fall und es war wirklich, wirklich spannend, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen. Also, ich habe dieses Spiel auf jeden Fall geliebt und wow. Continue the true story. Pick up a graphic novel today. Hier sind die Comics von Fables und ich würde sagen, also ich werde die selber auch mal lesen, wenn ich die Möglichkeit habe. Die scheinen nämlich sehr, sehr spannend zu sein. Und ja, da freue ich mich schon drauf. Und ja, wir haben das Projekt jetzt abgeschlossen. Es wird jetzt ein neues kommen. Vermutlich ein Together-Projekt. Mit wem werdet ihr noch sehen? Ja, ich freue mich auf jeden Fall schon sehr auf dieses Projekt. Und ich freue mich schon sehr darauf, euch da auch begrüßen zu dürfen, falls ihr zuschauen wollt natürlich. Ja, falls kein Together-Projekt kommt, dann hat es private Gründe. Es wird aber noch ein Infovideo wahrscheinlich dazu kommen. So, ja, was gibt's noch zu sagen? Ich danke sehr fürs Zuschauen und dass ihr das mit mir hier durchgehalten habt, auch wenn das echt schwer zum Kommentieren war, einfach weil die dauernd dazwischen geredet haben und so. Ich habe mein Bestes getan, ich hoffe, es war gut. Und ich hoffe, ihr habt das Spiel trotzdem gemocht oder so. Und was ist hier jetzt los? Ah, jetzt geht's weiter, gut. Ich hoffe, es hat wirklich Spaß gemacht zuzusehen und wenn der zweite Teil rauskommt, werde ich das natürlich auch let's playen, ganz klar. Und ich denke, The Walking Dead wird vielleicht auch mal kommen. Werden wir sehen, wenn ich das Spiel irgendwie, ja. Mal schauen. Das werden wir ja noch sehen, alles. So. The Walking Dead, wenn ich das irgendwann haben sollte, ja, dann werde ich das auch mal spielen, denke ich. Ansonsten, gucken wir einfach mal, was noch so auf meinem Kanal kommt, ne? Ist ja immer wieder ganz unterschiedlich. So. Wir schauen aber noch ganz kurz in die Extras rein. Würde ich noch ganz schnell machen, so als Abschluss. Und zwar in das Book of Fables. So. Okay, schauen wir mal. Wir haben einen Eintrag nicht aber das ist nicht so schlimm. So, schauen wir erstmal den hier an. Hallo? The renowned Big Bad Wolf. He's known for tormenting pigs and girls in red hoods, but is trying to put those dark days behind him. Big B now acts as Fabletown. Ach, bla bla bla, das wissen wir alles. Was viel wichtiger ist vielleicht, dass ab Episode 5, das war Episode 4, vielleicht über Bloody Mary ein bisschen. So, hallo? Bloody Mary? The true history of the person known as Bloody Mary is almost completely unknown, even to Fables most acquainted with its members. Her name Mary, at least, is not up for contention nor is her penchant for shocking violence, inlet resistance to magic and spells, and a strange ability to use any reflective surface as a portal, effectively shortcutting space and time. Okay, die kann also Spiegel benutzen oder jede erdenkliche reflektierende Oberfläche kann sie als Portal, als Abkürzung zwischen Raum und Zeit nutzen, bla bla. Thought by Mondays to be the wailing apparition of a childless ghost, though any evidence of that is yet unseen. Okay, also sie war für einige Vorfälle verantwortlich, aber man hat nie gesehen, für welche. So, da kamen wir... Vielleicht sollten wir da anfangen, bei Episode 5, glaube ich. Life on the farm. With its idyllic location and managed community, the farm would seem to be a welcome alternative to eking out an existence in Fabletown. But those who have lived there see it very differently. They see it for what it is, a prison, a place where you are free to be who you are and do whatever you please, except leave. It doesn't help that vile Fables who appear human do not have to worry about being sent to the farm. They always seem to fill the leadership roles there. Ja, also die Leute, die da wohnen, die dürfen alles, nur nicht rausgehen. Und das ist doch irgendwie scheiße. Vivian's story, the girl with the ribbon. Vivian was the very first to bear the curse of the purple ribbon. Removing the ribbon would result in death, and any attempt to talk about it was dwarfed by the spell upon it. As time went on, she tried to live a normal life. Eventually, she married a nice man, but he was constantly wandering about a ribbon around her neck. Despite her pleas for him to leave it alone, one night while she was sleeping, he attempted to remove it. As he pulled on the edge of the string, Vivian woke and saw what her husband was doing. In a panic, she pulled away, preventing the ribbon's knot from being undone. Furious, she tried to express the severity of his actions, but her husband was unable to understand. She realized then that she couldn't trust him and decided to leave. She lived alone for the rest of her days in the homelands, preferring the safety of isolation to the risk of another betrayal. Also ihre Story war so, also wenn sie, ihr wisst ja, wenn sie das wegmacht, dann stirbt sie. Und sie konnte aber auch nicht darüber reden wegen dem Spruch darauf. Sie hat irgendwann versucht, ein normales Leben zu führen und hat auch, eventuell war sie mit einem netten Mann verheiratet, der aber natürlich nicht wusste, was mit dem Halsband da los ist, und hat sie immer wieder gefragt, beziehungsweise sie konnte es ihm nicht sagen, und irgendwann hat er versucht, es wegzumachen, und sie ist dabei aufgewacht, als sie geschlafen hat, bla bla. Ist in Panik ausgebrochen. Sie konnte ihm aber nicht sagen, wieso, und hat dann gemerkt, aber dass sie ihm nicht vertrauen kann, und ist dann gegangen. Ja. Ja, und seitdem hat sie sich immer isoliert. The Pudding and Pie. Vivian and Georgie's place. Vivian and Georgie met during the exodus from the homelands, and they helped each other survive the long journey to the mundane world. Upon their arrival, however, they found it hard to make a decent living. With what little money they had, they opened the Pudding and Pie. Operating a strip club may not have been the most desirable occupation, but they figured it was better to be in charge of a place like this than be forced through desperation to work at one. Also die haben sich das halt aufgemacht, um irgendwie zu überleben, natürlich. Winterwolf, Bigby's mother. Jetzt kommen wir zu dem ganz interessanten Ding. Bigby's mother, Winter, fell in love with the North Wind and bore him 7 wolf cubs. Also Bigby und seine Geschwister. But he quickly grew tired of her and left Winter. Heartbroken and alone, she tried to care for her cubs despite her grief. Ja, also sie war natürlich dann in Liebeskummer und so, weil der Nordwind sie verlassen hat. Und sie versuchte die irgendwie, für die zu sorgen. She was especially fond of Bigby, but as the runt of the litter, he was often teased by his older brothers. Bigby war der Jüngste, aber er war halt der Lieblingssohn von der Mutter. After Winter's death, Bigby's siblings went in search of their father, but Bigby stayed behind to protect his mother's corpse from scavengers. Als dann die Mutter gestorben ist, sind alle gegangen, um den Vater zu suchen, nur nicht Bigby, der blieb, um seine Mutter vor Aasfresser zu beschützen. Unfortunately, he was too small to defend her. Er war natürlich zu klein. From then on, he vowed to eat something bigger each day, until he was large enough to confront his father and finally make him pay for the pain he caused his family. Ja, er hat jeden Tag dann mehr gegessen, um immer größer zu werden, und hat dann am letzten Endes, als er groß genug war, seinen Vater konfrontiert und hat ihn dafür bluten lassen, was er der Familie angetan hat. Ja, das war so. The Big Bad Wolf, Bigby's true form. Bigby's true form is that of a giant 8-foot-tall wolf. In addition to his iconic Hufflepuff power, he has also inherited other abilities from his father, the Northwind. For example, Bigby is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it impossible for him to drown. Also er hat einige Special Powers von seinem Vater bekommen, nämlich zum Beispiel, kann er die Luft sehr, sehr lange anhalten. Und das ist halt eine Fähigkeit, die er vom Nordwind hat. Und deswegen kann er nicht ertrinken, zum Beispiel. Mary's Loyalty. Okay, part of the job. Bloody Mary began working for the Crooked Man many centuries ago. He promised her freedom to do as she pleased as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard and hitman. Because of the Crooked Man's power and influence, Mary never had to worry about getting caught by the authorities. She enjoys her job immensely and would defend a Crooked Man to the death, mostly because she finds it fun. Sie arbeitet nur für ihn, weil er gesagt hat, sie kann tun, was sie will, solange sie halt sein Bodyguard ist und sein Hitman da, keine Ahnung. Und weil er halt Macht und Einfluss besaß und hatte sie nie Angst, irgendwie erwischt zu werden. Und deswegen hat sie weitergemacht, weil sie es lustig fand. Fabletown Justice. When a criminal is captured in Fabletown, the traditional procedure is to hold a formal hearing in front of the community or concerned parties. However, exceptions are often made to expedite the process. In reality, there aren't any hard and fast rules for these type of situations, and the extent to which policies are upheld can depend on who is being charged. Okay, also normalerweise, ja, wird halt an der Fabletown Community, bla bla und so weiter. Ja, ihr wisst. A new order, Snow White in charge. With Crane out of the picture, Mayor Cole has officially appointed Snow White as the director of operations and deputy mayor in his absence. Many would say his promotion is a long time coming, since she was instrumental in the establishment of Fabletown, personally ensured that many fables made it to the new world safely. She's also been doing the work of deputy mayor unofficially for years. Okay, also sie hat schon seit Jahren die Arbeit eigentlich gemacht, ja. Sheriff Bigby. Jetzt kommen wir zu dem letzten Eintrag und zu dem interessantesten, wie ich finde. After fleeing the homelands, Bigby Wolf spent many years wandering through Europe. With a fabled colony quickly developing in a new world, Snow White and Feathertop tracked down the wolf and offered him passage to Fabletown. He agreed, and Snow cut him with a lycanthropy-stained knife to give him the power to change into human form at will. Bigby became sheriff of the Fabletown under King Cole's administration, but because of his violent past, many fables didn't trust him, and he was banned from ever setting foot on the farm. To this day, he struggles to redeem himself in the eyes of the community. Okay, also er ist, nachdem aus den Homelands geflohen sind, ist Bigby durch Europa gewandert. Bla bla, und als dann die in der neuen Welt, also in New York und so, angesiedelt hat Snow White und so halt, haben die ihm einen Job angeboten und haben ihn mit einem Messer geritzt, das mit Lykanthropie, also mit Werwolf-Dings da infiziert war, so dass er sich immer wieder in einen Menschen verwandeln kann, wenn er will. Aber bla bla, er ist, nachdem King Cole hat ihn dann zum Sheriff gemacht von Fabletown, aber weil er halt diese gewalttätige Vergangenheit hat, trauen ihm einige Fables nicht. Und deswegen darf er nicht auf die Farm. Ja, das ist alles. So, ich hoffe, es hat euch jetzt nicht zu gelangweilt, aber ich fand es noch wichtig für ein paar Hintergrundinfos, die jetzt im Dings vorkamen. Ich kann das Spiel auf jeden Fall sehr empfehlen. Ich würde schon sagen, holt es euch, ja. Und ich mache jetzt an dieser Stelle Schluss für heute und wir sehen uns im nächsten Projekt. Bis dann. Tschüss.